this. All right, so to paint trees, first we need to bring a tree in. So let's go to in-game map. Now these trees are decorative trees, so you don't want to use these for any kind of logging because they will explode. The trees that work the best for me are these ones over here. Which
Gotcha.
this is the sawmill for the Elm Creek
Yep,
map.
I remember cutting those.
Mm-hmm. So let's just pick this one. So make sure it's got the upper stage. So file, export selection, and then find underscore stage 06. All right. So now we come in here, file, import, stage 6. Okay. And then Control B, put it here. All right, let's create a trees folder, transform group. Now these main ones, these main transform groups, I always make sure that they're set to complete 0.
Oh, hang on, I got my tool over your window. Give me a second. Okay.
These upper, like your map name and gameplay and all these should all be 0. Your tree is the only one that should have its dimensions or whatever. So we'll move that into trees. And then we just click the tree. So we go down, so click the tree, and then mesh painting, line to terrain.
So, okay. I'm
Bam.
making it bigger. Oh, Jesus.
Bam. 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 Bam.
Can't you set the intensity of them?
Bam. Bam.
And then I was gonna say, I'm assuming that's the same as like the paintbrush, where you can set it to where there's more or less of them within the area that you're painting.
Yeah. So you got like your max distance, your
the
minimum
density, I
distance.
guess. Okay. And then align to terrain, I'm assuming, is once the terrain's there, it puts them to the depth that they need to be. The issue that we were having before, where if you didn't pay attention, because you guys had to drop and raise the trees in the terrain if it was steeper, correct?
Oh, I see what I did. I have mine set as square. I'm gonna set it to round, and then I'm gonna make it smaller. All right, so it'll do less trees, right? And just paint.
Okay,
Oh, it's
so
I see. Okay, so align to terrain. See how the trees are going sideways on the sides of the
okay.
terrain?
So if you take that off, they'll go straight up.
To undo.
Hey, look, we're learning. Hey, it works.
Random Y rotate
Oh,
that.
so it rotates on its own. Okay.
That's cool. So you can just paint.
Okay. Sweet.
And there's a forest. So whatever tree you click on.
If you keep rolling around through there though, too, at the same time, will it keep adding trees, or is it kind of maxed out?
It'll only do it if it's within the perimeters.
Okay, gotcha.
So minimum distance.
And max. Okay.
So if I change that to 1, it's gonna be a thick forest.
Okay.
It'll put more in there.
A big old boy. Okay.
But you don't want them that close together.
Slope limit start. I wonder what end limit. Oh, okay. I get. What? Devar, can you change that slope real quick?
Hang on.
I mean, this is stuff that, of course, that I can mess with.
So let's get this tree. File, export. Fine. Stage. Trees. So the slope limit,
What I was
uh,
tell me if I'm wrong. The slopes limit start if you put that to like just say like 85 degrees. Oh, it's okay. I'm way off. I figured slope limit end is 90. I figured this was like the angle of the trees. So you can do it because right now they're all 90 degrees straight up and down. I figured if you did it to like 80 to 90, it would like give them all of them a little bit of a different lean.
it should only paint the trees on the sides. See how it's not doing it in the flat?
Oh,
It's only painting it on the slopes
So you can
rather
limit
than,
what angle you want it to place those trees on.
yeah. So it won't place anywhere
which
else.
which makes sense. Like it'd be kind of cool. Like if you wanted like alders to be in the more flatter areas, you could paint it and it would put them only in the flat areas. And if you wanted like say pines on the steeper slopes, they would put that's okay. That's cool. I was hoping that there was a way for like you to angle the trees, like how like if you moved it right now on the red axis, I guess it'd be the Y or whatever, or the Z axis, to like lean the tree over a little bit. It'd be cool if you can set that within the paint mode to where they were all you can kind of get them to where they're not all 90 degrees straight up and down, where you can get it to where it like randomly put them at different angles.
Oh, I got you.
Because
No,
that's what
I
he
don't.
did in this map. Every tree that's placed in here, none of them are straight up and down. They're all kind of got a little bit of a tweak to them. But it makes me
I,
wonder if he tweaked one and then copied that one and then
yeah.
put it on random rotate. So that way, as it's going through, it's just, yep. And then he just more or less repainted that one. And then as it rotated them, they're all different directions. Because it just, I feel it gave the map a more dynamic look. Because when you're in the trees, all the trees aren't straight up and down. They've got a little bit of a lean to them.
No, it didn't work.
Okay. I don't know.
Now, I guess the way he did it, if you duplicate, come on,
Of course.
duplicate. Oh, Control B.
Like you were talking about before, where you hold the control key down and run it around. Yeah, see how it's putting. I thought that gave the map a lot more of a dynamic look, but you can't paint doing that, can you?
Mm-mm, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
see, to me that just looks better. You know, especially when they're in thick. I'm trying to fast forward right now so I can show you. And they're not his aren't even tweaked a buttload. I mean, they're only like 5 degrees, if that. And it just I thought it made it look quite a bit better.
It's
So
probably
what's
something to
this?
do with this random rotate.
Well, I'm assuming the rotate's just rotating it in a circle.
Yeah, which you want that because the limbs look
What if
different each direction.
you took the tree Devar, what if you rotated the tree some like on the map that you were pulling it from? Like if you angled it in that one and then you copied that or exported that tree once it's angled, or is it still just going to be straight?
It'll still be straight.
Okay. All right. I got to fly. I'll show you what I'm talking about though. I don't know. Got to fly because I got to go over this sweet boundary.